President Trump appears to be having a banner day after one of our closest allies laid out evidence basically backing up what the president's been saying all along about the Iran nuclear deal. This as another world leader said that President Trump should get the Nobel Peace Prize for a breakthrough in relations with North Korea. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts joins us from the North Lawn with all the developments today. Good evening, John.
Brett, good evening to you. For months, if not a couple of years now, President Trump has insisted that Iran is not in compliance with the JCPOA, the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, otherwise known as the Iran nuclear deal. That's one reason why late last year, despite loud criticism, he decertified it, and also despite the fact that the UN, and as we saw James Mattis, have certified that Iran is in compliance. Speaking in the Rose Garden with the president of Nigeria, President Trump said of the evidence revealed by Israel today, "I told you so."
That is just not an acceptable situation. And I've been saying that's happening. They're not sitting back idly. They're setting off missiles, which they say are for television purposes. I don't think so.
President Trump faces a May 12th deadline to either sign another waiver of sanctions against Iran or pull out of the nuclear deal.
I'm not telling you what I'm doing, but a lot of people think they know. And on or before the 12th, we'll make a decision.
In his meetings with President Macron last week, President Trump indicated he may be open to leaving the Iran nuclear deal in place if the U.S. and its allies can get a new separate deal to address Iran's long-term nuclear program, ballistic missiles, and destabilizing behavior.
That doesn't mean I wouldn't negotiate a new agreement. We'll see what happens. But I think, if anything, what's happening today and what's happened over the last little while and what we've learned has really shown that I've been 100% right.
On North Korea, President Trump today called an audible, tweeting that his pending summit with Kim Jong-un should take place at the DMZ, in the same location Kim and South Korean President Moon Jae-in met last week.
Well, it was an interesting thought, and I think that some people maybe don't like the look of that, and some people like it very much. I threw it out today as an idea.
President Trump's advisors had repeatedly ruled out a summit on the Korean peninsula. But Fox News is told that President Trump loved the image of Kim Jong-un walking across the border to shake hands with the South Korean president, and thinks to have him there to greet Kim would be a much more powerful statement than meeting in some third country.
There's something that I like about it because you're there. You're actually there, where if things work out, there's a great celebration to be had on the site, not in a third-party country.
And more confidence-building steps between South and North Korea. The North today announcing it will sync its time zone with South Korea on May 5th. Pyongyang had been 30 minutes earlier. A small gesture, but one to which South Korean officials attach a great deal of significance.
I think this measure is being taken to show that such measures carry out his will and will be taking place at a fast pace.
In turn, South Korea will tomorrow begin dismantling the loudspeaker system that for decades has been blasting propaganda and K-pop music across the DMZ into North Korea. Over the weekend, the South Korean President Moon Jae-in credited President Trump with bringing Kim Jong-un to the table. Today, he told people he believes President Trump deserves to be recognized with the Nobel Peace Prize. Brett?